congratulations on this. I'm already really hooked. I've watched 2 episodes. I'm going to start with you, Daniel. How much did you know about these people before sort of getting involved in this?
I didn't know anything about the characters in the script. It was a world which was kind of completely alien to me. But here was presented an amazing opportunity to bring the story of Hezekiah Moscow, the 40 Elephants, the Treacle brothers. You know, so not only was it an amazing thing to be part of, we were kind of educating ourselves into these sort of untold moments in sort of working class history. So it was an amazing journey.
What I really admired about this is the array of accents throughout here, and just hearing like a Scouse accent and a London accent. What was it like for you, sort of getting this role and sort of being told, look, you don't have you can use your own accent if you want to, or you can just.
No, I had to be Cockney.
Oh, you had to be Cockney, yeah, of course.
Treacle
yeah.
and Sugar were Cockney,
Yeah.
so I remember when I read it, I thought, well, they're going to go with a Cockney. You know, and then the fact that me and Stephen are both Scousers playing Cockneys, but it's just a challenge, isn't it? It's your job to work on the accent, and it was great. I mean, I would go to Danny in between takes. What's this sound? What's that sound? You know what I mean? But it's what you want to do, isn't it?
How about you?
I mean, I was born in Jamaica. You know, I mean, I came here when I was 13, so for me it was an amazing experience to bring that back and be able to use, you know, my mother tongue, if you like, in something that so amazing as like telling these men's stories, you know.
So you didn't need to be, any pointers, because I was speaking to Malachi and he was saying that he had to get like a coach.
No, we still definitely had coaches. We had a lovely woman called Hazel Holder, who's an amazing accent and dialect coach, and but most of the work was really about bringing, I guess, you know, the Jamaican patois now is very different from, you know what I mean, Morant Bay 1880s, you know what I mean? So it's there's slight differences that make a whole world of difference. And it kind of places you in a time, of course, where it's way before, I guess, the London, you know, tonality was then implemented within that, you know. So yeah, it was beautiful to work on, and it was nice to be able to pull back and push forward in certain things. But either way, just being able to sit in that and come to set every day and know that, yeah, this is the, you know, these are we're telling the story from this perspective, you know, from this voice.
Just a new character says sort of the best one-liners. I just like, that was like straight away, I just fell in love with that character.
Yeah.
What was it like getting this and sort of like researching what that character would have been like?
Well, you know, to be honest, like I didn't do that much research on the character himself, because once I read the script, I felt like I understood him 100%. I knew men like this, and I could hear his voice, I could hear like the rhythm, I could hear like the sort of, you know, his sense of humor, and so in that sense, I didn't have to research him as much. But what I did do was research the world that he was in, and that time in London, and then of course I read about Sugar Goodson and Mary Carr and the 40 Elephants and Hezekiah Moscow, and then picturing this man in this world was it's just delightful, and you know, and going back to what you asked earlier about the accent, you know, I grew up hearing that accent from my mum and from people around me, so like it was just in me. And it was the hook, so to speak. As you know, when you find that character, like as soon as I started talking like him, I felt like him. You know.
This is quite like a populated cast list, really. Did you get a chance to work with every single person, for example, on this panel here, or was there too many sort of stories going in and out that some of you
didn't get
really
a chance
meet?
to work with Jason, unfortunately. Pretty much all, obviously, my stuff's in the boxing ring and at the Blue Coat Boy in a restaurant. So, yeah, I was at the lower end of this. I certainly didn't mix with the gentry, you know, all the sort of rich lot. I know where my place is. Don't worry about that.
James, what about you?
Yeah, we all worked together.
Yeah.
It was great. Yeah, I think I worked with everyone.
Yeah.
Going out through the 2 seasons, so I was very fortunate.
You got to work with Stephen and Hannah, obviously, from your neck of the woods. And what was it like?
It's like home, isn't it? And they look after me, Hannah and Stephen. I don't know, second mum and dad sort of thing. But like, it's just, this cast, and I think I speak on behalf of everyone, and the crew, we all were like a family. We were all very close, and we'd all have a giggle on set and, you know, have a laugh. And there was a proper community spirit within filming on this job, and that was the beauty of the producers putting the cast and the crew together, I think. So they do deserve all applause.
Wasn't there like fancy dress days and stuff like that?
Tom
I remember
Day.
coming to set and Tom Miller, the producer, was dressed up as that Stanley Kubrick movie, Clockwork Orange. Was that a thing?
That's the kind of stuff we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of inside information for you there. You can cut that bit out.
No, leave it. That's what I want, you know, not off the cuff comments. Steve Knight is known for like really presenting sort of stories about the working class in London, in the UK in general. What was it like getting that call to say, we would like you to be part of this?
I mean, it was dope. Like, I think, you know, like, for me, the job came at a time where, you know, I wasn't working, and, you know, I had like recently left drama school, and it was something that I feel like I really manifested. You know, it was a very spiritual thing for me, because playing someone like Alec, Munroe so early on in your career is like, it's an amazing honor, you know. So like, regardless, I can't even remember who called me. It was probably my agent. It wasn't Stephen, but my agent called me and was like, yo, like, this is what's happening. And I was like, cool.
Yeah.
After months of auditioning, but again, like, I'm a big fan of Stephen Knight's work. It was amazing working with all the writers on the series. You know, so many people contributed to
What
to
an
what this
amazing
was.
gig to get so like fresh out of drama school.
Yeah, like, it was. It's really, it's an honor. It's an honor.
Yeah, same to you, Jason. What was it like getting that call?
Oh, yeah, so funnily enough, I've told this story before, but I got the call when I was finishing another job. And normally when you come to the end of a job, you're really stressed out because you're like, oh no, I'm going to be unemployed again. But luckily I got this call at the end, and my whole focus at that moment was just to finish that job and celebrate. Then all of a sudden I had this pain in the butt, you know, audition to do. But when I opened the sides and I read it, I thought, wow, this is really, really well written. Normally, sometimes I'll read a character that's Chinese in a Western production, and sometimes they're overly Chinese, or they're trying to, you know what I mean? There's a bit of cultural tourism or something going on. Whereas this one felt very real and humane, and just really enjoyed reading it. And I read it, and I was absolutely satisfied just doing the audition. Just doing the audition alone was good enough for me. I enjoyed playing him and didn't expect it to go any further. But then when they offered me the role, I thought, bloody hell, what's wrong with these people?
Can't lie, I wanted the job. Yeah. I wanted the job.
Yeah, I'll take it, man, I'll take it.
Brilliant. Thank you, guys. Congratulations again. It's really
Thank
good.
Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey you guys!
Hey, you guys!